we go. It's getting chillier. It is Wednesday the 17th. We got the water on. Thomas's teas finished. And it is bright and sunny out. The weather is coming. Good morning. It is a bright and beautiful sunny day. Wednesday. I just said that right. It was a few minutes ago, actually. Wednesday. Am I knit night tonight? Maybe I'll save the last 5 inches of my sweater for that. I finished the collar last night. I finished the back. It's got a split hem. So the 5 inches I have to do are just on the front and the bottom, and I'm done. I tried it on last night. It's so squishy and warm. I'm so excited. So I will finish that today. And then what? Well, I'm waiting for some yarn from Benta. I had bought yarn for a striped V-neck cardigan from Toad Hollow, Crafty Toads, quite some time ago, several months ago now, in December, because the color, it's stripes and it's going to be 2 colors, and one color is gingerbread. I'm pretty sure I bought it in December. But I have a Silberling that I've split for the sleeves already, so. If I have the urge to knit, which I might not, because I have been knitting a lot in the last few days trying to finish that sweater because I want to wear it. It's so squishy. Does that make me a product knitter? Maybe. Might be. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy the knitting. I really want that sweater. I probably will be stitching for a while because I've been really knitting a lot the last few days, and so I'll probably be stitching because I have a bookshelf I have to work on. I'm behind. I did go to the post office yesterday. Now I know that's shocking to you because usually when I say I have to go to the post office, I tell you that for a week and a half before I actually go. But I went. So Curly Whirly, your calendar is on its way. And Christy, your silks are on their way. Christy looked up the silk that I got for my Advent that I hate using. It is the thinnest silk they sell, she says. And I said, oh yeah, it doesn't surprise me because I don't know how it could be thinner. I mean, it is so thin. So I hope she can find some use for it or enjoy using it. And enjoy using it. So I kept 2. I had to keep sacks because I got so many books in sacks. And I have more books to do. And I keep having trouble remembering Mulberry because I have a couple books in Mulberry. So I kept those 2 silk colors and I sent her the other 22. That's going to waste here, and I'm not fighting him anymore. I have not revamped my color scheme yet. But I will do that soon because I got to start working on my bookshelf again. And I'm in the body of the dragon. I need to keep going now. The dragon. I think Christy's releasing that on Friday. Very exciting. So I did not do anything but any crafting yesterday but knit. And I'm this close. Well, literally this close to being done. We got weather coming tomorrow, tonight. I think it starts tonight. It's supposed to be all day tomorrow, and then into a little bit of Friday. So I think we're going to have to reschedule our Friday dinner with Kim and Aura and Tosca. Maybe we can do it on Monday. Maybe things will be cleared out enough. I'll talk to Aura and see what her schedule looks like. And that is that. So I know I'm going to do some knitting today. And I think I'm going to do some painting today. Thank you for your kind words about my leaves, my note cards. But I'm pretty happy with them. I may just make more. Except they don't fit in any envelopes I have. Maybe I'll pay more attention to the size of the paper when I cut it. I was just cutting my papers in quarters. And I have odd size papers, and so they've turned into odd size cards, as it turns out. The ridiculous problems you end up with. Wasn't a problem. So anyway, I don't have any grand thoughts or anything to really talk about, so maybe I won't keep going on and on. Maybe it'll be a short one. Right, Pearl? Pearl's got her blankie. I guess Maisie's outside. The girls came down with me today. That was unusual, but they heard the truck. The truck brought Dennis's chocolate. Dennis buys chocolate in 5-kilo bars, which are this big and weigh 5 kilos. Which is over 10 pounds. He does a lot of things with chocolate. Delicious things. So that would be that. I guess I'm gonna go. I will let you go. I'm feeling good. I know I'm sounding a little low energy. I did just wake up, but it is bright and sunny out. So we will have to take the dogs down to the other park downtown. We had trouble yesterday after all that rain walking in our park, so I think the next few days, and it's cold, which means that our snow is probably kind of like a block of ice. I hope Pearl does okay. We may be getting more snow as part of the event for our store that starts tonight. Wonder if we should bring in more wood. But maybe we'll get lucky again. I don't know. I hope you guys all in the South are doing okay. Crazy. Valerie posted a picture of her Gizmo 4 degrees yesterday morning. 4 Fahrenheit. Which is what, minus 15 Celsius? Almost. All right, that's it. I stayed up late last night. That was it. I stayed up late last night. Dennis and I were watching we ended up binge watching a documentary. Curtis, I forget his first name. I think his last name is Curtis. Does documentaries. He's a British documentary filmmaker. His series called The Century of the Self, I highly, highly recommend. And you can watch that on YouTube. This one was okay. It seemed a little disconnected. It was interesting. Lots of interesting videos, stories, all kinds of stories that sort of intertwined to kind of make a point that I wasn't always getting the point of, but it was interesting. And we watched the whole thing. Curtis, what's his first name? Curtis could be his first name, but I think it's his last name. But anyway, Century of the Self on YouTube. I'll see if I can find it and put a link below because it's really fascinating. It's aggravating, but it's really fascinating. It tells you a lot about how we got where we are today in terms of consumerism and all kinds of things. It's really fascinating. My phone ran out of space. That's what happens when you talk to the phone every morning and you don't ever like edit. So anyway, The Century of the Self by Curtis. I highly recommend. And I'll see if I can find a link to it and put it below. Which I don't usually do. Oh, I'm wearing my Exploration Station today and my Trove sweater. I like to wear them together because the colors are the same. This is my Exploration Station. Someone had asked me about it not even the last time I wore it, the time before. I really love this shawl. Got the colors. The color inspiration came from Picasso. When we were in Barcelona, well, the color inspiration came from the Museum of Catalonia, National Museum of Catalonia or something like that in Barcelona. I've told this story before, so you can skip forward if you've heard it. It has a lot of medieval frescoes. They have figured out a process that they can remove frescoes from deteriorating little chapels and churches and from the Middle Ages, and probably some of them were even later. But anyway, they were able to take them off the wall, and they've rebuilt these chapels inside this, the walls of these chapels inside this museum, and they've been able to apply the frescoes. So you can walk through this museum and just see all kinds of amazing frescoes from hundreds of years ago. And a lot of religious art. That's what this thing is full of, religious art and frescoes. So if you're not into religious art and frescoes, you might as well skip this museum because that's what it is. But these four colors are what the frescoes are made out of. Ochre and lapis lazuli or indigo, I'm not sure which. And anyway, these are the four main colors that those frescoes are in, because those are the colors that they had that they could do the plaster. And when we went to the Picasso Museum, Pablo Picasso lived in Barcelona for a long time and worked in Barcelona for a long time. I don't think he was from Barcelona, but I could even be wrong about that. But there's a Pablo Picasso museum that has a huge range of his work from his early stuff to his later stuff. And there is a big chunk of his art in that museum that are these four colors. And it would not shock me to know that Pablo Picasso was inspired for these four colors from the same place I was inspired for these four colors. So anyway, that's where I got the inspiration for these four colors for my Exploration Station. And I bought the yarn at Maryland Sheep and Wool from Spirit Trails Yarns, which is no longer in business. It's really gorgeous, yummy yarn. And it is one of the few times that I've actually said I have this pattern and I need to buy yarn. And I'm looking for these colors and I found what I wanted, and it was really yummy yarn. Yeah, I don't usually do that. It's very rare that I pick the pattern first and then I pick the yarn. But that gingerbread and raspberry fairy or whatever it is from Toad Hollow that I bought for that striped sweater. It's hard to know what came first, wanting to buy that yarn or seeing the sweater. I'm not sure. But I haven't made it yet, have I? Mm-hmm. Anyway. sometimes they just come together at the same time, like that my red sweater was like, well, you know, the turtleneck version of the Not Too Much in that pattern is red. So it's not like I had this brilliant idea, because I was on a red and pink. I wanted red and pink, remember? That was like, you know, a month ago. And then that picture is red, and then I saw the cranberry yarn, and, you know. So anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about as far as what comes first. I think it goes all different ways, so pay no attention to me. Ugh, I'm rambling. All right. I said goodbye for the first time about 9 minutes ago, so Danielle, I'm back on track. Okay, everybody. Take good care of yourselves. Please be careful. Please stay warm. If you're in the north and cold, stay cool if you're in the south and hot. Whatever. Ramble. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe and stay